Okay, people, so now it's September 14th, 2018. This was given to me. These are organic red grapes, as you can see. I have green grapes in my yard, which I'm going to be starting to can and making juice pretty soon. But anyway, this was given to me by a lady that works in a thrift store where I go to buy jars. And isn't that just lovely? So anyway, I got some stems here. I'll show you. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can root them. Plus, I asked her to try and bring me some roots. And because they're organic grapes, I should be able to use the seeds to try and grow some vines. Because I'd like to try and grow these vines, right? But I just wanted to show you that. So what we're going to do with these people is make grape juice. Hold on. Okay, people, so here's the grapes. But before I can cook up the grapes and make juice, this is apricot juice from apricots that I got from the food bank. And they were throwing them out, right? Because they go through the box, they give to people, and whatever they don't want to give to the people, they put in a different box. I took those ones. Anyway, long story short, I cooked these up yesterday. Tastes like apricots. So, just a little bit of sugar. It's not very strong. It could actually be done again with more to make it more richer, but either or, this is fine because again, you can can it and you can always mix it with something else, right? As a matter of fact, you could mix this one with the blackberry. You could go blackberry apricot. So I'm going to can this at 190 for 30 minutes after I get it pasteurized in there, boil my jars, and then once that's done, I'm going to start cooking up these. And just so you know, people, hold on a minute. I'm going to go look at a house. It's a little 3-bedroom with a couple of dens in it. And the lady is being open-minded to continue on with program development. So that's good news. So 3 o'clock, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go look at this little house because currently at the other little house, there's 5 people that are facing imminent homelessness. In other words, they are already homeless, right? That need to find another place. Some people moved on. Other people are just nowhere to go. Hold on. Okay, so now I'm just heating up this apricot juice. That's all juice, people, because when I put the water in this pot, it was just way down here, okay? So you can see how much came out from the apricots. I put a tablespoon of lemon juice in each jar, right? And I put 3 cups of sugar in just this particular pot. So now I'm going to bring it up to a light boil, and then, you know, obviously at 190, but we're going to bring it past 190 just to boil off a couple of, you know, skim off some of these bubbles, right? So hold on a minute. Okay, so just moving along here, as you can see, it says apple peel syrup 2018. It's better than this stuff, people, simply because this stuff here has glucose and fructose, which are not real sugars, whereas this is real sugar. Now, it's not as thick as I wanted it, but when the time comes, I can open up this jar and then just boil it for another 10 more minutes and put it back in the jar and use it that way. Or you can use it like that. It's a little more, I just want it little slightly more thicker than that. But besides that point, if you notice, this one here is kind of the same way, right? It's not really that thick either. So, anyway, and there's more apple butter. I just put another 6 more jars of apple juice away. Hold on. Okay, people, so now it's like 2 o'clock in the morning here. Anyway, this grape juice tastes really good. I put 3 cups of sugar in with this, and when I filled up the pot with the water before I started cooking the grapes, it was just a little bit like that. Hardly anything, right? And you can see I got a lot of juice. And then this here, I'm going to make a jam with it tomorrow, okay? So hold on a minute. Okay, people, so now it's September 22nd, 2018. I'm at the little house here. So we've been taking out garbage and whatnot, and what's gonna happen here, people, is we're recycling a house as best as we can. So all this vinyl siding is coming off and will be recycled. Whether it will be recycled for a new building, like a shed, or maybe in part of greenhouse for the next property, because you know I'm going for house number 3, people. Well, number 2. Hold on. This is only house number 1. How did I get to number 3? I haven't even gotten to number 2. Hold on a minute. Anyway, you can see this vinyl siding is perfectly fine. So we've got people that are going to take this down. And then Jerry, he's going to come and look at these windows for me, because some of these windows are perfect for greenhouses. And as you know, it gets time to bring the house down, we're going to take out the windows so that hopefully we can build them on another property and make a greenhouse. Hold on. So anyway, now I'm in the back. As you can see, this is perfectly fine, right? So I've double checked it with the landlord. He doesn't want any of it. So we've got somebody already going to start taking this down, as you can see. So once we get the green light to do it all comes down. Oh, hi. I'm just doing a video. Hey. Just talking about the vinyl siding, how in the next week or so we're going to start taking this all down. Yeah, right. This is just YouTube stuff. You know I do that, right? Huh? Well, more like property hunting, but I haven't let the bag out yet. I haven't let the bag out. I'm staying quiet on it. So, yeah, no, we're still looking, right? So, it is, okay, I'll be back, people. Okay, people. So, this is the same day. We're in a nice little lot here, not as big as the one where the black walnuts were. Over here, we've got a horse chestnut tree. That's where Andre and I like to go. So, I don't know about horse chestnuts this year, but, you know, all he has to do is give me 1 or 2, and there's another tree over there, and before you know it, I'm collecting horse chestnuts. Right there is a little pear tree. That's where we're going right now. Hold on. Okay, people. Do you see all these pears? Oh my God. This is a late blooming pear tree. Good for me though, because I never really got to can anything that fell off of my tree. So I'm gonna try and do something with some of these. This would be like the second time I'd be bringing them home. The first batch just ended up in the compost. But that's okay. Hold on a minute. Andre so loves the horse chestnut tree. Oh, you didn't know, people, did you? We have a little dog now. Her name's Macy. She's a little rescue dog. Right? She was given to us. Her previous owner rescued her and then gave her to us. So anyway, hold on a minute. Okay. So now we're at the horse chestnut tree. You can see it goes up pretty high. Yeah, Macy, she won't go very far. This is what Andre likes to do. He likes to grab onto the branches and swing around. Hey, Macy! Macy! She won't go anywhere, Andre. She's okay. So, anyway, they're not dropping yet, people, because they don't really drop until halfway through October. Right? Same thing with the walnut trees, but anyway, there's one right there. Hold on. It's fun being a kid. What you getting?
Horse chestnuts.
Some horse chestnuts? Yeah, I don't know. You gotta watch those branches. Some of them are brittle. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I'll plant some more. I got a couple of them. Planting trees, people, some nuts, isn't exactly easy. There's a fine art to it, and you have to learn how to do it by doing it, right? And making mistakes as you do it. But anyway, hold on. Ta-da! Okay, people. So, Andre and I are gonna go look for some walnuts. But before we do that, remember I told you they were gonna cut this line of trees? Well, we're gonna go all the way down and see how many they actually cut. So there's 1, 2. You can see these were big trees, people. Can you see how big that is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just 12 just right here. Hold on a minute. Okay. Anyway, they managed to protect this juvenile English walnut tree. But that's it, people. And that sickly holly tree over there. Outside of that, all these acorn trees, remember I told you it was all going to be wiped out? Well, it was. Okay, people, so now it's September 24th, 2018. What I'm doing here is, this is some apricots that I got about a week ago. Anyway, I made juice, right? I didn't actually make the juice correctly, but besides that point, this was been sitting in the fridge, and then what I did is I ran it through a, you know, what is it called? A blender, right? And that's why it looks like that, right? And because I ran it through a blender, it doubled in size. So anyway, there's about 9 cups or so of, technically, apricot that's been blended, which would make it twice as much. So besides that point, what I'm doing is I took one orange, about this size. You see? These oranges are nice for making your candy rinds, right? But, okay. Anyway, so I squeezed one orange, so I'm going to put an orange in there, right? Okay, I'll take that pulp and I'll put it in there too. And then I, you know, grated some of the orange peel. Now, mind you, I have a cold, so things don't taste. I'm not tasting anything. It's one of those colds when you don't really taste anything. But most of the flavor went into the juice. Apricots are not that great to make juice unless you leave some of the pulp in, but I didn't know that when I made it. I just made the juice and then strained out everything. And then, but, okay, so you can see what I'm doing here, right? And then a 1/4 cup to every 8 cups of apricot, unprocessed in terms of a blender. Tired people. So anyway, I'm going to put a 1/2 cup in there. Right? And then I'm going to put probably 10 cups of sugar. Okay? So hold on. Okay, so anyway, because I pureed this thing, just the apricot, right? It's like if I don't stir it, it starts like bloop. Do you see? Holy shit. That stuff is hot too. When it starts going, it gets hot, right? So anyway, so you gotta keep stirring it, right? I ended up putting 8 cups of sugar in there just because, you know, we want to make sure it sets. Okay? So I may put a little bit of this stuff in there. I'm not sure yet. I got a pack, so I want to just cook this, heat it up first, let it start foaming a bit or something, right? You only need to bring it, this stuff, that pectin stuff, I think only bring it to a boil for a minute, right? So anyway, I don't know. I don't feel that great, people. Like I said, I'm very depressed, you can't imagine. And I'm getting burnt out with this canning. Now what I did do, I gotta keep stirring this. Do you see that? 3 of those jars are grape juice. I know it doesn't look like grape juice. Green grapes. These ones right here, right? There, and these ones. That is green grapes. I don't know why it changed color, but it did. Maybe it's the sugar. I put a fair amount of sugar in it, so usually sugar will change the color. This is plum juice, and somebody gave me, this is plum, and this is grape. It's good, right? Somebody gave me the red grapes, right? So I got some seeds to try and plant them. It's better if you plant from the root itself, right, with a stem on it, because if you plant a seed, you don't know what you're going to get. But anyway, I did get some of those red grape seeds, and it's really, really good. I think I got something like 3 jars of that, and I got about 5 jars of the apricot juice, right? And then, you know, of course, I have lots and lots of apple juice, right? Hold on a minute. Alright, so as you can see, right, this one's going in the fridge. This is what I'm canning. It's pretty good, actually, people. It's pretty good. Tastes good.